So this is Chinley Churn, apparently. Like I said, it was a lovely hike. Well, good morning and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mike, and this channel is mostly about getting outdoors, staying active and finding the joy in walking again, especially if, like me, you're of a particular age and are over 50. And today we're back in the beautiful Peak District. We started, I'm going to say, a really quiet village called Whitehuff. It's anything but quiet. It seems to be the hive of activity around here. We start in Whitehuff, which is just outside Chinley, and today's circular walk is going to be about 5 miles. We're going to head up now to something called Chinley Churn. Then we're going to head over the hill and then descend down into Buxworth Basin, which is a canal hub with some history. And then we're going to head back into Whitehuff along something called the Peak Forest Tramway, but more on that later. Now, if the weather holds, should be a pretty decent 3.5 hour, 4 hour walk, especially if the weather holds. But thus far the weathermen aren't correct, so we'll have to see. So let's get up this hill. So we started with a gentle climb out of Whitehuff. It's a main road, about 1 car wide. There's a bit of a slope, but it's more of a gentle hill. And about half mile outside of the town, you'll pick up the footpath, which will start to bring you to this. Now from here on in, I think the slope is a bit more steeper. It's the steepest it's probably going to be today. But if we take our time, we'll get up there. After all, it's not a race, is it? We're supposedly here to enjoy ourselves. And as the once famous philosopher Ferris Bueller once said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't slow down and have a look once in a while, you'll miss it. So let's just take our time and enjoy the views and the walk, which is why we're here. Let's go. As we start making our way up to Chinley Churn, it is steep. Take as many breaks as you want, because the views while you're having a break are quite impressive. Not as impressive as they could be. Apparently, on a really good day, you get views out to everywhere and over to places like Kinder Scout. Somehow, I don't think we're going to get that view today. But the views that I am getting is making the Heartbuster Hill all the more worth it. You're enjoying this, Mike. You're enjoying this, Mike. I am really. If you have ever doubted whether hill walking is for you, just taking this view. This is why I walk. So, a little bit more of Mike's sketchy history. Chinley Churn apparently used to be an active quarry, and when you get to this bit it starts to reveal itself as that. I'm guessing, because I haven't done any major research on it, it used to be a stone quarry, and again I'm guessing that this was the quarry that the tramway linked to Buxworth Basin, the tramway that we're going to walk probably about an hour, maybe a bit longer. So they must have quarried the stone here, got it down the hill onto the pack horses along the tram.
And I've been waiting, waiting, waiting for your hunger. And I've been waiting, waiting, waiting for you. And I've been waiting, waiting, waiting for your sorrow to land on me.
Standard into the day. A lot of these paths up to Chinley Churn are just mud paths. Now, it's not raining, but it has been raining, so a lot of the paths are quite slippy. Some have got stones underneath, so walking boots, they're essential for this. I think it is the Peak District, it probably rained a lot, so yeah, walking boots. So from here, I'm not sure you're going to make it out or not. There's something called Big Stone, and that is Chinley Churn. So we've just got to get up onto that ridge. So it's time for the last climb of the day, I think. So let's go.
Waiting for a reason. And when you came into my life, you were the one. And I'll be holding, holding, holding on forever, or as long as you want me to.
Next handy tip. The weather's coming in now. You can see it drifting in. And you are on the hill. And there are drops. So if you don't need telling, just ignore me. And if you haven't thought of this, then you had better listen. Keep checking your map. Whether it's your paper map, keep checking your bearing. I've used one of the digital ones, which I do. Keep looking at it, because when the weather's good and you've looked at it, you can see where you're going, you can see the point, you can see the route. When the weather closes in, you can't, and it's easy to take the wrong path, and then you didn't bother. Just keep checking your map. Oh goody, a bench. Should we ever sit down and check out the views? Yep, that is without doubt the best mist I've seen today. So this is Chinley Churn, apparently. You have to take my word for it, you can't see anything. Something else you can't see, which is on the map. You can't see the trig point. Now, done a bit of research on the trig point, at least. You have to do a bit, haven't you? This land belongs to a farmer, and he's taken the trig point down. Don't know why. It's his land, but apparently trig points aren't protected, apparently. Who knew? So, trig point's on the map, but there is no trig point for you to slap your hand on because it's missing. Let's have a look at Big Stone before we get off this hill, because you can't see anything. Ah well, another reason why we hike, just the exercise. Still worth it even though you can't see anything. It's a good walk. Now, it's wet, it's steep, it's foggy. I've seen people on that take an Instagram photograph. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take a photograph without me on it.
A few moments later.
To be fair, I think you can just make out Kinder Scout off on the horizon, just about through all the mist. So yeah, on a nice day, you've probably just got some cracking views up here. There you have it, Chinley Churn. A little over an hour from where I parked the car. I'm sure the views would improve with the weather. I'm not going to wait for the rain to come in. So now I'm going to head off over the hill and off towards the Buxworth Basin. See you in a bit. Don't stray from the path, Mike. Don't stray from the path. This was meant to be the part of the video where I told you that this is sort of a gradual walk back down to Buxworth, and you can really get a sense of the landscape and the rolling hills. You can't see anything. But trust me, Buxworth is out there somewhere, and I'm going to find it. Mike said it was a lovely hike. Mike from YouTube, Mike. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure I know what that is. So if there's anyone from the Buxworth area that knows what I'm looking at now, can you put in the comments what the hell that is? It's also worth pointing out that some of the styes in the wall are extremely well hidden, and I've missed about 3 today. There's one here, just behind this big shrub. Let's get over it. It's probably also worth pointing out that it rained yesterday and there wasn't much sunshine today, and a lot of these routes go through long grass. Needless to say, below the knee now, my legs are absolutely soaked, so don't wear shorts. Well, this suddenly got path less travelled and a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. Right, well, rather fighting than fighting through that, there's another path, just one up, that will eventually bring you back round to where you need to go. So if you follow this route and you get to that path less travelled, just look for a gap in the wall and go on the next path up. You're still going to end up with soaking wet legs, so maybe bring your waterproof trousers. See, when you've finished wading through all the wet stuff and getting your legs soaking, you come out at the back of a little housing estate and you pick up this main road, That's going to drop us right down into the basin. So basin coming up next. So here we are at the Buxworth Canal Basin, a real gem of industrial heritage. It was once a bustling hub back in the 1800s, linking the limestone quarries to the Peak Forest Canal. Today, however, it's peaceful, atmospheric, a great place for a quiet stroll, maybe even a picnic. Buxworth Basin, everyone. What a lovely little place for a bit of a chill. So we finish off today by following the old Peak Forest tramway, a historic route that used to pull the stone by horse and wagon up to the canal to be put on the barges. It's flat, it should be easy walking, and a nice way to wind down as we head back and finish off where we started, back in Whitehuff. Let's go and find this tramway. Right, so this bit, it's only about a mile and a half and it's flat. But it's worth noting, I have parked in Whitehuff, obviously. The parking isn't great there. There is something that looks like a car park, but what I can't tell is if it is a car park or whether it belongs to the pub that's there. Because there's no sign that says it's a car park, and there's no sign that says it's for customers only. So I've ended up parking outside someone's house, which you're allowed to do. But if you're unhappy with doing that, and you want to do this route a slightly different way, start in Buxworth. There's a pub called the Navigation Inn, which sadly is shut, but it's got a massive car park. It's a paying display, couldn't tell you how much it was, I didn't really pay attention, but it's right next to this, so you literally walk this up to Whitehuff, up to Chinley Churn, come back down, you're back in the car. So yeah, there's better parking in Buxworth. Flat, yes. Easy to walk on, yes. Any signs that it used to be any sort of tramway whatsoever? No. And I don't know why they used horses to ship all that stuff. A6 is just there. Joke. It's flat, it's long. If you use your imagination, you could see it used to be some sort of train line, but there's nothing at this point to indicate anything of any historic value at all. We're now back on the road I came into with Whitehuff. So it's just a case of walking back to the car. So I'm going to end it here, I think. Chinley Churn. A rather physically demanding hill. Still worth it, even though you couldn't see the views. Buxworth Basin, utterly delightful. And now, back to the car. A little over 5.5 miles, approximately 3.5 hours. It's a decent walk. Pick your weather carefully and pick your clothes carefully. My walking trousers are dry now, my feet are still wet. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.